And I think that goes back to my original point. I think that's why we are where we are today, and it seems that it's coming down to a battle of insurgents. And you're making the case that you're the insurgent that can get the job done as a conservative, and I guess you would say that Donald Trump is probably more of a populist.
Well, and I would say it a little differently. Donald Trump is adopting the rhetoric of a populist. Donald Trump, like Hillary Clinton, is a rich New York liberal.
That's about the worst thing you can say to a Republican primary candidate.
And Sean, thankfully, you're a rich New York conservative who's soon going to be a Southerner.
Yeah. You did hear that my own governor in New York doesn't... I'm not a New Yorker. I don't belong in New York because I'm pro-life. I believe in the traditional definition of marriage, and yes, I'm very pro-Second Amendment. So I'm going to have to leave soon. All right,
but, you know, when it comes to taking on Washington, I mean, one of the amazing things Donald has said a number of times is he said, listen, 7 months ago, I, Donald Trump, was a member of the establishment. No kidding. You know, last night on the debate stage, he said, Ted, I know politicians much better than you do. That's right. But listen, you have been paying off these people for 40 years. And by the way, I mean, look, the Gang of Eight, 5 members of the Amnesty Gang of Eight had collectively received over $50,000 for Donald Trump. And he says, by the way, well, listen, I'm a businessman. I pay off everybody. Well, if you're worried about corruption in Washington, I'm not sure putting him in the White House is the best solution to that.
Let me ask this.
But let me make a quick point here, Sean. Okay, fine. So he's paid off hundreds of thousands of dollars to all these liberal Democrats. He helped put Harry Reid and Nancy Pelosi in power. What was he doing that for? It's only for one thing, putting money in his own pocket. Did he ever once say to all of these candidates, gosh, I care about immigration?
Let me ask...
you know, gosh, I care about Supreme Court justices. I care about life. You know, his actions demonstrate that the only thing he's cared about is putting money in his bank account.
Let me play